Number 7, cross-sponsoring. Next, let's discuss cross-sponsoring. Cross-sponsoring is defined as the enrollment of an individual or entity that already has a current customer or representative agreement with World Ventures. Or it's someone that's had an active agreement on file within the preceding 6 months within a different line of sponsorship. This is easy. You simply cannot try to convince someone that's already an active rep or customer to join your specific team under another name or entity while they're still active and a part of someone else's business. This includes convincing them to work the business through their wife, sibling, or business partner. You need to work with the one who enrolled you in the business. It's the only fair way to do it. Number 8, promoting the representative business system as employment. It's very misleading for our reps to run any type of advertising that states or implies to potential recruit that we have salaried type positions available. This is referred to as a bait and switch in the industry. You cannot advertise that we are an international marketing firm expanding locally, seeking managers, trainers, salespeople, and seminar leaders without disclosing that what we offer is a business opportunity that contains upfront costs to join. This is one of the fastest ways to bring complaints from regulatory agencies. This leads me to my next point. Number 9, blind ads only. Again, first and foremost, all advertisements must be approved by compliance prior to using them. But secondly, all ads that you want to submit must be what's called blind ads. Now, for those that don't know, a blind ad is an ad that someone runs in their local newspaper or on the internet whereby you're not using any of the company registered names like World Ventures, Dream Trips, Rovia, etc. For example, if you run an ad that says, "Travel with me for free, call now," it must be approved. Now, that particular ad would never be approved, but you get my point. Again, we are legally liable for any mass marketing that's populated by the sales force. We don't want one bad apple to spoil the whole bunch. Number 10, don't talk to travel suppliers without prior approval. This is a big one. We cannot stress this enough. Please do not talk to travel suppliers or vendors without first consulting and getting permission from the compliance department. For example, you may want to contact a particular hotel and convince them to make one of our products available to all their guests. In order to do so, you must get prior written approval from compliance. The reason for this is someone in our travel department may be in the middle of a strategic negotiation with the same property to have a dream trip at that resort, and all of a sudden a rep is calling for a totally unrelated reason. See, it doesn't look professional if the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. So please refrain from that type of activity unless you receive approval. Number 11, tax write-off claims. Giving out home-based business tax advice to a prospect is against policy unless you hold the necessary professional licenses required to do so. See, we don't want any of our reps telling prospects, "Join our opportunity and you'll be able to write off every vacation, every meal, and your gym membership from this point forward." I mean, please use common sense. The only thing you may say regarding tax advantages is there may be some tax advantages to gain by having your own home-based business. Please consult your tax professional to get that information. Number 12 is third-party use of payment information. As a representative in this business, you may end up with access to someone else's credit card number or bank information. Now, this goes without saying, but you can never use or store that information for any circumstances. Rather, you must immediately return all confidential records to the proper owner or shred any information that's not for public use. Number 13, cross-promotion of products or services. The next policy is in regard to marketing and promoting other products and services. It states World Ventures reps are not restricted from selling the products and services of other companies. However, direct or indirect promotion of those products and services to other World Ventures reps or customers is limited to only those personally sponsored by the representative. So you can work for as many companies as you want. You can be in as many businesses as you want. But don't promote or try to sell some other product or service to another World Ventures rep that you did not personally enroll into World Ventures. It's a simple rule. If I was a rep in the field, the rule states that I'm not allowed to target all the people that you brought into your World Ventures business to buy my non-World Ventures products or services. One of the many reasons this rule is in place is this. Let's say you work for 2 years building up a nice income with World Ventures. Over that time, you may have sponsored 100 people personally and have 25 that are diligently selling product and building you a large team. And then all of a sudden, Dan comes along, and I may even be your upline, and I start calling your best 25 people that you worked hard to get, and I try to sell them a real estate investment in, let's say, Florida. Would you be happy if I did that? Probably not. What would my actions say to your reps about the validity of the World Ventures business opportunity? Wouldn't be good. See, there are actually multiple reasons this one rule is in place. Here's a fact. Every major long-term company in our industry has this rule in place, and we do too. One last thing I'll mention about the rule is that we're not running a dictatorship, and we also have to use common sense. For example, if you own a business that predates World Ventures, and you so happen to advertise that business on the radio, and let's say someone that's a World Ventures rep walks in your door as a result of your ad, well, that situation wouldn't fall under this rule. This rule covers specifically targeting World Ventures reps and customers that you met as a direct result of our company. You may have got their card at a meeting. They could be on your sales team report. If they were not someone that you personally enrolled in our business, you cannot target them for other businesses and products. On a similar note, we've had a variety of reps as of late sell leads to their team members or even the Dream Trip membership where they collect the money personally and then they keep the money. The new rep ends up calling up the corporate office asking for a refund on money we never received in the first place. Please don't do that. Don't try to sell products through your own personal cash register. Use our systems, that's what they're there for. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. We're focused on protecting your team. Now, a few more and we'll wrap up. Number 14, non-solicitation. As I mentioned earlier, World Ventures reps are free to participate in other companies, including multi-level or network marketing business ventures. However, as long as someone is a World Ventures rep, and for a period of 1 year following the end of their involvement, reps may not recruit other World Ventures reps for any other network marketing business other than those they personally recruited into World Ventures. This rule is similar to the rule that I just mentioned, and for mostly all the same reasons. See, we cannot allow someone to start selling one or multiple business opportunities to anyone in our company except their own personally sponsored reps. You can be in as many different businesses as you like, but don't sell them to World Ventures reps unless they are your personally sponsored reps. Again, if we allowed this activity, it would create mass chaos and turn our business into a free-for-all. Number 15 is Dream Trips etiquette. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about Dream Trips etiquette. A lot of this is common sense, but it's also important to go through it. When you're traveling on a dream trip, you're not only representing yourself, but the entire company, World Ventures, Rovia, and the Dream Trips brand. We want you to have the dream trip of a lifetime, but we also respectfully request that you use discretion while on the hotel or cruise line premises. Please remember that your behavior reflects on yourself and the company. We know sometimes you want to get a little rowdy and make a "you should be here" video for your friends back home that haven't joined yet, but please be mindful of the other guests. Having hundreds of people screaming "you should be here" unexpectedly in the pool is going to be disturbing to the other resort guests trying to relax. I mean, this will undoubtedly give our company a negative image. If you want to make those videos, go rent four-wheelers, go out in the woods, scream all you want. Just don't do it at the hotel around other guests. Additionally, be mindful of your alcohol consumption. Don't use obscene or offensive language. Maintain an appropriate noise level. Try to be respectful of someone else's children. and definitely dress appropriately for every occasion. The bottom line is, be a good sport when you're participating in group games or activities. Ultimately, just respect your fellow guests that are on property. See, we all have to make sure we conduct ourselves in such a manner that we're invited to return time and time again. And lastly, but most importantly, don't disclose what you paid for your dream trip to other non-dream trip guests, and do not, under any circumstances, attempt to recruit the property employees or fellow guests. Also, under no occasion are you allowed to recruit a Dream Trip member that may be on the trip as a direct result of our B2B program. This could cause a fellow World Ventures rep to lose a large block of business if that employee were to go back to their boss and tell them that they're quitting their job because you recruited them into our company. In closing, folks, we have the goose that lays golden eggs. We're helping thousands of people all over the world achieve their dreams and make a living living. And we want to continue to do this for decades to come. We just have to be good stewards of this opportunity and defend it from those that want to get greedy or maybe take shortcuts. I've reviewed some of the most important policies and procedures that everyone needs to know and understand, but I highly encourage you to learn them all. It only takes one mistake to cause a public relations or news media challenge that could tarnish our reputation with a consumer protection agency, or at a minimum tarnish our credibility with potential future World Ventures representatives and customers. But with your help, World Ventures will be a lifelong experience for all of us. Thanks for doing the right thing. You're a part of the World Ventures family now. We need you to help us protect this house. Good day.